For 10 years of our marriage, I always thought my husband was worthless. It wasn't until I came across a tax report that I discovered he had married someone else and had children outside of our marriage. Tax day, I found out my husband made $500,000 while playing poor for 3 years. On tax filing day, my husband suddenly asked for our son's birth certificate. He said his company needed it for tax deductions. Could get some money back. I was confused. You only make $4,000 a month. That's below the filing threshold. What taxes are you even paying? He got impatient. That's what HR said. You wouldn't understand. Just give it to me. That night, after he fell asleep, I picked up his phone on a whim. Unlocked it with our son's birthday. Opened his tax app. The number on the screen froze my blood. Total annual income, $524,000. I stared at that number. Then looked at his bank records. Every month, like clockwork, he transferred me $4,000 for household expenses. He made $500,000 a year. And played broke for 3 years. Where did the rest of the money go? Chapter 1. My hands shook so badly I almost dropped the phone. $500,000. Not $50,000. $500,000. I held my breath and tapped into the income details. Each line of cold numbers stung my eyes as my fingers scrolled. January, salary $32,000. February, salary $32,000. March, annual bonus $128,000. The memory hit me like a punch. That night in March when he got paid. He came home exhausted, face full of worry. Honey, the company's having a bad year. No bonus this time. We need to tighten our belts. I remember it clearly. I'd been about to buy a decent car seat for our son. After hearing that, I never mentioned it. Ended up buying a used one online for $50. He even praised me for it. You're such a good wife. I'm lucky to have you. Lucky my ass. I closed the tax app. My palms were slick with cold sweat. Where was the money? $500,000 a year. After taxes, he should have brought home at least $400,000. He gave me $48,000. The rest, over $350,000, had to go somewhere. I scrolled through his credit card statements. Filtered for large expenses. Nothing. All his spending was boringly normal. Cigarettes. Gas. Coffee. Not a single purchase over $500. Impossible. $350,000 doesn't just vanish. Then I noticed a feature I'd overlooked. Family payment card. I tapped it. There it was. A card with a $20,000 monthly limit. Bound to a stranger's account, Sticky Rice Mommy. Set up on May 20th, 2021. Right around when I got pregnant. I clicked into the transaction history. Nearly dropped the phone again. Just this month, $18,500. Tiffany jewelry. A big Whole Foods haul, thousands of dollars. A $1,699 Lego set from the flagship store. I recognized that Lego. The Porsche 911. Last week at the mall, he'd stopped in front of that display. Stared at it longingly. So expensive. Can't afford it. Maybe when I'm rich, I'll get it for our son. Turns out he could afford it. He just didn't think me and our son deserved it. I kept digging. Looking for an address. Switched to his Amazon account. Under saved addresses, there was our place, his parents' place, and one marked work. I knew that wasn't his office. He worked in Midtown Manhattan. This address was clear, Jersey City, Waterfront Towers, Building 8, Apt 1602. Jersey City. Luxury apartments with skyline views of Manhattan. Rent starts at $5,000 a month. Recipient, Miss Lynn. My fingers trembled as I opened his deleted orders. 3 days ago, a delivery that shattered me. Not food. Medicine. Children's fever reducer. The note attached, please leave at door. Baby has 103 fever. Dad's worried. Dad. I turned slowly to look at the man sleeping next to me. Soft snores. mouth slightly open. He looked so harmless. So ordinary. He already had another family. Another baby for him to worry about. I picked up my own phone. Calmly photographed everything. Tax records. Family card details. Amazon address. That gutting medicine order. When I finished, I even cleared his browsing history. Put the phone back on the nightstand. Silent as a ghost. But when I lay back down, sleep wouldn't come. I stared at the dark ceiling. One thought crystallized in my mind. Tomorrow, I'd see that second home with my own eyes. Chapter 2. Next morning, I called in sick and took a cab to Jersey City. The taxi stopped at Waterfront Towers. 2-story marble walls. Guards standing at attention. I tugged self-consciously at my faded hoodie. I crouched behind the hedges by the entrance for half an hour. At 9:30, a black Mercedes pulled in. Parked at Building 8. Our only family car. When I wanted to take it for our son's vaccines, he always refused. Women can't drive. You'll scratch it. Repairs cost money. I need this car for work. It's my image. 10 minutes later, the lobby door opened. I stopped breathing. My husband walked out arm in arm with a young woman. Early 20s. Glowing skin. Expensive cashmere coat. She carried a 1-year-old boy in a cute baseball cap. So this was Sticky Rice. The man who always complained about being tired at home was now doting on this kid. Lifting him high. Making him giggle. I hadn't seen that smile since we were dating. They strolled toward my side of the hedges, laughing. I froze. Pressed deeper into the bushes. The woman teased him, "Your wife, she won't find out, will she? The car's in your name." My husband stopped. Kissed her cheek. His voice was contemptuous. "Don't worry. That old hag's easy to fool. I give her $4,000 a month and she's grateful. Thanks me for supporting the family." He paused. Nuzzled the child. "My money's for you and our son. Right? Say, Daddy." My nails dug into my palms. I couldn't feel the pain. Old hag. Easy to fool. Grateful. Each word twisted the knife. To him, I wasn't a wife. I was cheap labor. A free incubator. A beggar you could shut up with $4,000. He already had another family. Complete. Blood rushed to my head. I wanted to charge out. Tear into him. Scream at him for 3 years of suffering and injustice. I took one step. Then I saw her hand. An Hermes Kelly bag. Elephant gray. Even I knew that bag cost a year of my salary, with all the markup games. I looked down at myself. Sneakers from 2 years ago. Bought on sale for $30. Heels worn down. Pants with baby food smeared on them from this morning. Shame nailed me to the ground. What was I going to do? Make a scene like some crazy woman? Get dragged out by security? Become their joke? I shrank back behind the tree. Shaking. Tears came. Wind dried them. Chapter 3. Home. Dark outside. Door clicked open soon after. He was humming. Tossed a plastic container on the table. "Hey, look what I got. Imported strawberries. On sale. Originally 20, now 5. Wash some for the kid. Good stuff." I walked over. The label underneath was yellowed. The berries were huge, but most were dark red. Mushy. Leaking juice. Rotting. I remembered that morning in Jersey City. Sticky Rice kid holding perfect cherries. $15 a pound at Whole Foods. "What are you staring at?" He kicked off his shoes. Collapsed on the couch. "Wash them. Cut off the bad parts. Hey, where's the birth certificate?" Pushing again. "HR needs it tomorrow for the system. Don't screw this up. The refund's like $1,000. That's a month of groceries for us. A month of groceries for us." That's what $1,000 meant to him. Just enough for that woman's lipstick. Maybe not even one of their dinners. Looking at his entitled face, I felt cold like never before. I went into the study. Closed the door. Pulled out a calculator. $500,000 a year. 3 years of lies. 1.5 million. Plus his pre-marriage savings. Plus the household money I'd scrimped and saved so he didn't have to spend a dime. Conservative estimate, over 2 million diverted. 2 million. Enough for a decent down payment in this city. Enough for our son's private school. Enough for me to live with dignity. He stole it all. Fed it to another woman and a bastard. I wasn't just going to claw back every penny. I was going to destroy him. I opened the drawer. Took out the birth certificate. Practiced a perfect smile in the mirror. Walked out. He was on the couch scrolling TikTok. Saw me and frowned. What took you so long? Found it. Buried in storage. I walked over. Handed it to him with both hands. Good work, honey. Give it to HR tomorrow. Every bit helps. He grabbed it. Stuffed it in his bag. His face softened. That's right. Gotta watch every penny. I stood behind him. Stared at his neck. Hey, I said softly. Ran into a college friend today. She works at a law firm. He didn't look up. Oh, yeah, she says divorce cases are exploding. And the laws are strict now. If one spouse hides marital assets, not only do they get nothing. I paused. Let my voice drop. Serious cases? Jail time. Fraud. 3 to 7 years. His thumb stopped scrolling. His back visibly stiffened. 3 seconds. Then he forced a laugh. Didn't turn around. Crazy talk. Who's getting divorced? Don't listen to nonsense. Right. We're good. I patted his shoulder. Smiling. I'll wash those strawberries. Walked into the kitchen. My smile vanished. Water ran over the rotting berries. Red juice swirled down the drain like blood. Scared? We're just getting started. Chapter 4. The next 3 days, I was the perfect wife. Up at 5 to make him stomach-soothing porridge. Foot bath ready at night. Even picked up his stinky socks from the couch and washed them with a smile. When he complained about work, I massaged his shoulders. Soft voice, you work so hard for this family. You carry so much. He ate it up. His ego got exactly what it needed. His look changed from wary to contemptuous. Probably thought my jail comment was just random chatter. His wife was still the same easy mark. Third night. He was in a good mood. Humming in the shower. Water running. I sat on the couch. My eyes went cold. His phone sat on the coffee table. My lawyer friend told me he can doctor bank statements. Delete transfers. But the tax app? That's IRS data. Ironclad. Courts love it. Get that, and he can't talk his way out. I picked it up. Unlocked it easily. Went straight to the tax app. Annual summary. 2023, $524,000. 2022, $498,000. 2021, $460,000. 3 years. Almost 1.5 million pre-tax. I opened my own phone's camera. Started recording. From the login screen. Clicked into each year. Opened every salary, bonus, contractor payment. Fingers scrolling. Clear as day. After video, screenshots. Lots. Tax details. Filing records. Especially the dependent section with his bastard's name. Every piece of evidence for court. Infidelity. Asset hiding. Fraud. All smooth. 3 minutes. Bathroom door opened. He came out toweling his hair. Saw me. What are you doing with my phone? Heart skipped. But when I looked up, my face was pure innocence. "Oh, just checking if your tax refund came through. $1,000. We could use that for groceries." He snorted. Walked over. Glanced at the phone. "Nothing. That's all you care about. Grocery money." He tossed the phone on the couch. Like throwing a bone. "Fine. Since you've been good this week, go apply for food stamps tomorrow. Every bit helps." Food stamps. He made $500,000. And wanted me to hit up the welfare office. For this chump change, he had no shame. Sure. I stood up obediently. Walked over. Held out my hand. "Then I need your license, honey. For the application. They need the original." No hesitation. He pulled out his wallet. Slapped it in my palm. "Take it. Don't lose it. Give it back when you're done." With his license, tomorrow I could go to the bank. Print every transfer he'd made to that woman for 3 years. I went back to the bedroom. Took a breath. Called my lawyer friend. "Jane. I'm hiring you for my divorce. I want him out with nothing. And I'm pressing fraud charges. I want him to rot." Chapter 5. Next morning. Early. Bank. Printer word forever. When the teller handed me that thick stack of statements, her eyes held a hint of pity. Back home. Spread those pages across the bed. Devastating. 1.5 million. Not just to that woman. Also to someone named Lin Chang. Her brother. Last month, a $30,000 transfer. Memo, down payment support. My blood chilled. 3 years married. Living in my parents' old rundown apartment. He always said prices were too high. Wait. Instead, he took our joint assets. Paid for his mistress's brother's down payment. Door clicked. He was home. In a good mood. Probably happy about that $1,000 tax refund. "Honey, what's for dinner?" "I want steak." Cheerful voice. Shoes off. I swept the statements into a folder. Shoved it deep under the bed. Took a breath. Walked out. "Honey." I stood in the middle of the living room. Didn't go to the kitchen. "What?" So serious. He loosened his tie. Collapsed on the couch. My mom called. Dad fell in the park. Broken hip. Needs replacement surgery. I looked at him. Voice trembled. Not fake this time. My mom had really called. Less serious, but still needed a procedure. Doctor says 5,000. Their retirement's not much. Not much cash. Can you lend me 5,000? The man who wanted steak. His face dropped instantly. 5,000? You think I print money? He sat up. Impatient. I make 4,000 a month. I give it all to you. Where am I getting money? Your mom falls, ask your brother. Why me? He just started working. No savings. I kept my voice soft. Pleading. Honey, you're their son-in-law. Can't you help? Even a loan? Loan from who? My coworkers are all broke. He stood up. Paced around the living room. Suddenly pointed at my hand. Sell that gold bracelet. Your mom gave it to you at our wedding. Now give it back. That bracelet was worth $800. And, he pulled out his phone, opened some loan apps. These platforms are easy. Use your license. Borrow a few grand. Pay in installments. No pressure. My heart died. Just yesterday. Bank statement, he transferred $52,000 to Lin Xiao. Memo, baby's birthday surprise. For his mistress, a bag's nothing. For her brother's down payment, 30,000's nothing. For my parents' life-saving surgery? Sell your wedding gift. Take out a payday loan. Looking at his panicked, disgusted face, I almost laughed. This was the man I loved for 3 years. Even a dog, feed it for 3 years, it wags its tail. He was worse than an animal. Fine. I lowered my head. Hid the cold flash in my eyes. I'll figure it out. I'll borrow. Hearing that, he visibly relaxed. Came over. Patted my shoulder. Fake sympathy. That's right, honey. Our foundation's thin. Got to save. Old people, conservative treatment works. Doesn't have to be surgery. Sure. Whatever you say. I nodded obediently. Walked into the study. My expression disappeared. I opened my computer. Pulled out the bank statements. Found Lin Shuyao's email. Searched. Her profile picture popped up. A Jersey City selfie. In the background, that Hermes bag. Handle, Yao Yao's chic life. Tried Instagram. Found her there too. Opened her page. Latest post, yesterday. The $52,000 transfer screenshot. And a Chanel bag. Caption, thanks for the love, honey. You're always busy, but your love is always there. Chapter 6. I've seen many mistresses. Never one this shameless. Her page was stuffed with luxury cars. Designer bags. 5-star hotel afternoon teas. Pinned post, that Mercedes. Caption, got my car. Just a daily driver, but it's my 24th birthday gift to myself. Girls, buy your own flowers. Comments below, all envy. Queen. So accomplished. Role model for independent women. Teach us how to make bank. Thousands of likes. I felt sick. Independent woman? She was sucking my son's milk money. My parents' medical money. Dressing up in my blood. I made a new account. Hustle baby. Stock photo as profile. Followed her. Joined her fan group. Group was active. She posted business tips. Just showing off really. Opportunity came faster than I thought. That afternoon. She posted a screenshot. Gifts for her parents. Expensive supplements. Bird's nest. Caption, filial piety first. Supplements for mom and dad arrived. Making money means giving parents a good life. The screenshot blurred the address. But she slipped. Left the recipient name and town. Lin Guodong, Edison, Maple Road. Lin Guodong. Must be her dad. I opened my husband's Amazon. Searched order history for Maple Road. 6 months ago. He'd sent a massage chair to that address. Full unit number, Building 15, Unit 2, Apt 301. Even her parents' comfort came from my husband. Perfect. I opened the printer. Pulled out the family card statements. And screenshots of her showing off the same purchases, same amounts, same dates. Also, the Mercedes registration. Packed everything in a thick envelope. Took a pen. Wrote on a sticky note. Mr. and Mrs. Lin. Thank you for raising such a wonderful daughter. Your beloved daughter has no job, yet spends $20,000 a month. All courtesy of my husband. As his wife, I can no longer afford her independent woman lifestyle. Returning her bills to you. Hope you enjoy your golden years. Stuck it on top. Sealed it. Next morning. Walked 2 blocks. Found a random shipping store. Where to? The clerk asked. Edison, New Jersey. Filled out her parents' address. Recipient, Lin Guodong. Watched the clerk tape it up. Scan it. Pack it. For the first time in forever, something cracked open inside me. A sliver of satisfaction. Lin Shuyao, you like your independent filial daughter image? Let your parents see exactly what business their precious daughter is really in. Chapter 7. 2 days later. Bullseye. 3 in the afternoon. My husband stormed in. He never gets home before 6. Eyes blood red. Chest heaving. Staring at me. What did you do? His voice was savage. Eyes scanning the living room like he'd find something. I sat on our worn-out couch. Plain sweatshirt. When I heard him, I looked up. Eyes red-rimmed. Honey, why are you home early? Voice choked. I walked toward him, shaking. I checked those apps. Together, they'll only give me 20,000. Dad's surgery is tomorrow. We still need 30,000, can you swallow your pride, ask your boss for an advance? My phone screen still showed the loan application page. He stopped cold. That murderous suspicion in his eyes? When he saw me, pathetic, begging, it just evaporated. A woman who couldn't scrape together 30,000 for her father's life? Who had to beg for payday loans? That woman couldn't possibly have figured out the taxes. Couldn't possibly have tracked down Edison and sent that package. How many times do I have to say it? No money, conservative treatment. Asking me for an advance? Forget it. He shoved my hand away. Voice harsh. But his back? Unclenched. He turned. Went to the balcony. Made a call. It's not her. She's pathetic. Crying over 30 grand. She doesn't have the brains. I told you, it's one of your jealous fake friends in that group. I said stop showing off, you wouldn't listen. Now your dad's embarrassed. On the other end, Lin Shuyao's hysterical crying. He cursed. Shut up. Your dad hitting you was light. I'm sending you another 1,000. Buy some nice gifts. Shut up your relatives. Don't call me for a few days. Hung up. Didn't even change shoes. Walked to the door. Emergency at work. Won't be back tonight. Cold words. That loan is yours. Don't drag me into it. Door clicked. I laughed. A real laugh. Sat back on the couch. Deleted those loan apps one by one. $1,000 to shut them up? He underestimated small-town gossip. I'd sent the package to the community pickup point. No unit number. So Mr. Lin opened that thick envelope right in front of his neighbors. Those bills, those photos? The Lin family became Edison's biggest joke. First gift. For those 2 dogs. Chapter 8. 1.5 million. Every cent. You'll get it back. My lawyer friend pointed at the bank statements. Confident. Including the brothers' down payment. That's malicious asset hiding. Illegal transfer. I stared at those ugly numbers. Voice ice cold. Freeze everything. Now. Their accounts. That apartment. Cut them off. Court moved faster than I expected. The day the freeze hit, I called movers. Cleared out everything mine and my son's. Before I left, I angled the baby monitor camera at the dining table. 3 in the afternoon. My phone buzzed. The fan group I'd infiltrated exploded. Half-hour ago, Lin Shuyao posted a selfie at the Fifth Avenue Chanel store. Bragging about buying a new bag to calm her nerves. Now she was spamming voice messages. Hysterical. What's happening? All my cards are frozen. Even his family card won't work. The saleslady looked at me like a thief. And my brother, his apartment has a court seal. His fiancé's family is calling off the wedding. Who's doing this to me? I laughed coldly. Opened the baby monitor app. Right on time. Our front door slammed open. My husband stormed in. Holding a court summons. Speaker on. Lin Shuyao's sobs filled the empty living room. Shut up. He screamed at the phone. Veins popping. My cards are frozen too. All of them. That bitch sued me. Hung up. He ran through the apartment like a maniac. Screaming my name. Amy. Get the fuck out here. Bedroom. Kitchen. Bathroom. On screen, his footsteps got faster. More desperate. 2 minutes later, he stumbled back to the living room. Stopped dead. Empty. No clothes. No toys. Not even a toothbrush. Gasping. Eyes bloodshot. Finally looked at the dining table. A divorce agreement. On the monitor, I watched his legs give out. Collapse in the chair. I took a calm sip of water. Satisfying? Just the beginning. Chapter 9. He found me. Coffee shop below my new apartment. Eyes hollow. Stubble. No more slick businessman. Amy, I'm sorry. It was a moment of weakness. He lunged for my hand. I flinched away. Soft didn't work. His face twisted. You want to burn it all down? All accounts frozen. Lin Shuyao can't even buy formula. The baby's won. Drop the freeze. We split clean. Otherwise, you get nothing. Nothing? I laughed. Opened my bag. Slapped the folder onto the table. Tax screenshots. Amazon receipts. Family card statements. $30,000 transfers. Each one a slap. My dad broke his leg. Needed $5,000. You told me to sell my wedding bracelet. Beg for payday loans. I stared at him. Then you spent $52,000 on a bag for your mistress. $30,000 for her brother's down payment. You asked me for grocery money while you fed a bastard? What kind of man are you? Worse than an animal. He stumbled back. My hatred pinned him. White-faced. Mouth open. No words. I walked out. Back upstairs. Opened my Hustle Baby account. Typed. A post titled, exposing the independent woman who spent my husband's money. Left, her Hermes. Her Porsche Lego. Her afternoon teas. Right, his credit card statements. Transfer records. The court freeze order. Every date. Every amount. Perfect match. 2 hours later. The post exploded. Her comments. So her independent money came from being a mistress? Flaunting stolen money. Buying her brother a house. Disgusting. Digital beggar. Knows she's the other woman. Vomit. Internet sleuths found her real name. Her hometown address. She deleted everything overnight. Vanished. But that wasn't enough. Next morning. Full makeup. 2 impeccable folders. Walked into his company's HR office. Then the IRS. Formal complaint. 1. To his company. Hiding his marriage. Living with another woman. Destroying company image. 2. To the police. Earning $500,000. Faking poverty. Trying to steal welfare benefits. Fraud. HR's face. Worse than eating flies. That afternoon, my husband, still begging friends for loans, got walked out by security. Box in hand. Fired on the spot. Outside, police waited. Summons for welfare fraud investigation. I sat in my new car. Watched him shiver in the cold. Holding his pathetic box. A dog with nowhere to go. I rolled up my window. Hit the gas. Chapter 10. 3 months later. Court decision. 1.5 million illegal transfers. Lin Shuyao had to return every cent. Divorce settlement, he'd hidden assets. Lived with another woman. Got almost nothing. The day it went through, Lin Shuyao's brother's apartment was auctioned. His fiancée's family called off the wedding. Lin Guodong became Edison's laughingstock. His family group chat announced he was disowning her. My ex. Welfare fraud investigation. Fines. Public notice. No jail time, he hadn't actually gotten the money. But in his industry? Reputation destroyed. Blacklisted. No more decent jobs. Without that $500,000 glow, his true love showed its real face. Couldn't pay the court judgment. Lin Shuyao became a debtor. Can't even take the train. My ex, broke, moved into her crappy apartment. Soon they were fighting over formula money. Grocery money. Heard he stole her designer bags. Sold them. She cut him with a kitchen knife. Police visits became routine. Dogs fighting over scraps. I didn't care anymore. I got back what was mine. My son's. Part of the money paid for my dad's surgery. Top-tier replacement. Now he pushes my son's stroller in the park. Looking great. Year-end weekend. Sunny. I drove my new car. Took my son to his early learning class. Red light. Street corner noise filtered through. A man. Greasy hair. Worn face. A woman. Cheap puffy coat. No dignity left. Fighting over a bag of rotten apples. He slapped her. Called her a blood-sucking leech. She screamed. Clawed his face. My ex. And the once haughty Miss Lynn. I looked at those apples scattered on the ground. Remembered his $5 rotten strawberries. Some things belong in the trash. Green light. I didn't roll down my window. Just looked away. Hit the gas. Left them behind. Me and my son. New life. Just starting. My name is Amy and I'm 32 years old. After 3 years of marriage, he earned $1 million annually, yet he made me beg for a loan of 5,000 yuan to cover my father's surgery expenses. All that money was used to support another woman and her illegitimate child. On the day of the discovery, I took photos of the tax bills, froze the assets, and sent evidence to his parents. In court, he was stripped of everything, and she was publicly shamed across the entire internet. Now they're brawling in the street over a rotten apple. I drove by, didn't even glance at them. Roll up the window and stomp on the gas pedal. A new life, just beginning.